Guys, I'm back and I'm here to show you what I've done for my first week of No Sew November, which is spearheaded by Meg Journals. Now, I have two challenges that I'm working on this month. One, of course, is No Sew November, and the second one is hashtag a journal mood. So I have been combining these two challenges onto one page. And that's why I have a sewed journal and not a no-sew journal. I'm not really a no-sew journal girl. I like journals that are sewn, that are a little bit bigger, where I can, create more and write more. And this one is a little bit out of the ordinary than the journals that I usually make. This one is long, rectangular. And I'm usually in something that's more rectangular this way, not like an album. So this has been interesting. And this is actually a real junk journal, not like I usually do, which is I usually put nice paper inside of my junk journals. And this one, you can go and look at my video that I did before this and see how I made them with brown paper bags. So let's get started with the challenges. So as you can see here, I have the No Sew Journal November challenges and the hashtag a journal mood challenges. So the first challenge for No Sew November was connect. So I decided to do a clock, and I did it with a collage kind of a theme. And I thought that was appropriate for me, was the best way to talk about, it's the best way to illustrate connect. So that was day one. Okay, so day two is flow. Let's see if I can do it like this. Okay, so as you can see here, flow. I decided to use some pastel to make like a flowy lines. Now I've had to keep this white paper here to protect it. So, because pastel after a while starting to smudge a little bit over here. And then I have all of my writing below. So this is on a sheet of, this is craft paper where one side is black and the other is brown. So that's what I did for flow. The next prompt is merge. So this is what I did for merge. Now, merge, I had a lot of difficulties figuring out what to do with this particular challenge. But I said, okay, let's just be, really creative. So I have a bunch of these dried tea bags, which I really like using this as a format, or using it in something artistic. So what I did was I took some images, like this kind of image. I cut it out. I took one of these. I used this glue, which is, this is called Art Floral and Scrapbooking Glue, which when I bought it, it was very liquid, and now it's very thick. So I don't know if that means it's on its last leg or what the deal is, but it worked. So what I did was use that glue to glue the image onto here. Then I flipped it over and I put some glue onto this paper. Now what I did was I prepared this paper by putting some gesso on the base, because this is a paper bag. It was a McDonald's bag. I don't want to see no M's nowhere. So I put the gesso down and had it dry for the afternoon. Once I had the image glued onto the tea paper, what I did was then I put it down and I put more of this glue on top, and that gives it this kind of, there's like a slight shine, but you can see the images coming through, and that's what I wanted. And essentially for me, that was the best way to illustrate merge. So yeah, and then what I did here was the prompt for hashtag a journal mood was lessons. So I did lessons on how to be creative. And so that was my prompt for the day. Okay. So my next page was supposed to be, I think it's linked is what it is. Yeah, it's link. So I was, not really sure what to do with this, but I used some cards that I had and I linked them together like that. You see here we have love because the theme was Twitter painted. So I used the heart and the red and everything to put those two prompts kind of together. So that worked really well for this one. All right. The next prompt was blend. Now for blend, I decided to just do a sketch. So you can see I just kind of did a small sketch. This is from a Cezanne. I like doing sketches of still life because I think it helps me learn about blending and proportion and all these things. So this is, for me, the best way to exhibit the prompt of blend. So that's what I did for that one. Now, the next one, let's see if I can go like this. Okay, so the next one was intertwine. So I did this intertwined tree trunk. I think I'm going to kind of add some more to the leaves and things, but I pretty much like the way it looks. And I did this with diamine ink. I think the color was called Walnut in the diamine. It's from one of the diamine ink vent calendars for the past couple years. And so I used it for that. And I did this poem about happiness because that was the prompt for hashtag a journal mood. I'm quite happy with that. I think it came out, pretty good. And then last but not least, day 7, it was waves. So waves, I had a long think about. I tried a lot of different things. But this one was the one I think that worked the best because you can kind of see how I used one of these. I used this uni pen fine line marker. And what I did was I drew just waves like this, and then I kind of followed them to make this impression of different waves. And I think it comes out really, really good. And this one, I gessoed the entire page and had it dry a whole day before I did this. And then I also wrote on my prompt with the same pen. So it has a kind of uniform look of white and gray. I really, really like it. So that is the first week of November. This has been really challenging for me, but I've been enjoying every minute of it. I've been enjoying every minute as well of hashtag a journal mood. Stay tuned for week 2 on either the 14th or the 15th. I'll have to see how my schedule is. Hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions at all, comment below. Let me know what you think about what I've done so far. And let me know if you're participating in November so I can go and watch your videos as well. So that's all I have for you today. Thanks so much for watching. And I'll be back with another video very soon. Bye.